Yo guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are doing well, staying blessed, staying positive. And in this video, it's a little bit of a story time with a purpose. This is the story of the first time a bigger artist reached out to me about my music. One of this video is to kind of share an experience of mine with you guys and also to kind of supply some motivation, keep doing what you're doing in music. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So before this video starts, really quickly, apologies for looking super gross. I literally just like shoveled the driveway, super sweaty, but I wanted to get this video made because I thought it was kind of an important topic. So excuse that, just take the knowledge out of this video, I guess. So let's get into my phone. Let's jump into my phone quickly. So let's take it back all the way from my Spotify here, little Snooze on all platforms if you want to listen to my music. Let's take it back to 2019 on March 31st. I dropped my song Fly Girl. And this song, I had a good feeling about. When I dropped this song, I felt good. You know, it was a good song I made. I was pretty happy about it. When I dropped this song, it was put on a Spotify editorial playlist, which was like super cool. That's the first time that ever happened to me. It wasn't a big one. It was called like Fresh Finds. Had like 50,000 followers, but it helped. And this song was just something that kind of was like my first step of like actually having like a taste of success, which was really cool. I mean, this song did well on Spotify. It also did well across the board on all streaming platforms. Like this is probably my most played song on all stream, my second most played song on all streaming platforms. I have a song on SoundCloud with 500,000 streams. It's the one right above it, Tuesday. If you want to watch the video, I'll put a preview right here, how I became a sensation on SoundCloud. So really quickly, you can see that this is in the last 12 months. This song has gotten 400K in the last 12 months. This song randomly blew up in Vietnam and Korea. Check that out. It's kind of funny. This is a song that blew up across the board just because the music was good. So I mean, realistically, like it's so hit or miss, but this is kind of just a story about consistency and sticking to it. 31 songs, though, only one of them so far has been put on an editorial playlist, and it wasn't even a big one, right? So that just kind of goes to show that like consistency is super important. You got to be posting. But the cool thing that happened with this song was that not only when I posted did it, you know, start getting traction, it started kind of catching an algorithm on SoundCloud, it got put in an editorial playlist and hit an algorithm on Spotify. It also caught the ear of a bigger rapper that I was a fan of at the time. So if we go over to Instagram, we check my DMs. If you guys know who D Bangs is, let's just go to D Bangs' Spotify real quick and I'll give you guys some context. Probably one of the biggest meme songs ever. Yeah, look it right here. I'm not gonna read the title, but you can read it yourself. Just under 1 million monthly listeners. And that song is actually certified gold, which is super funny. But he's got some hits. Like everyone knows him from this meme song. He's got some bars. He's a really lyrical rapper. But in case you're unfamiliar.
Yes, you've reached Thick Niggas Incorporated. How may I direct your call?
I need me a thick nigga, but no homo though, cause that's that gay shit. Nigga, as long as I say no homo, it's
Absolutely
not gay,
right, sir.
Absolutely right, sir. Anime bitches, I look at her titties, then I take her home.
You know the song. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, well, maybe you should check it out. So this is an artist that I was a fan of at the time. This song was, you know, going crazy viral. It dropped 2 years before I dropped my song. This song was just a huge banger, right? And at the time on TikTok, it was really popping off. Literally a month after I dropped my song and he reached out, I lost my shit. I remember at the time I was working for my friend. I was in his office and I got the DM and it said right here, Fly Girl, hard as hell. I literally lost my shit. Like I literally was like, what? Like I ran, jumped out the window onto a couch. There's like windows in between offices, ran through the door, jumped on the couch, and my boss was like, what the fuck, what? And I was like, bro, because like I didn't even read the DM yet. I just saw a notification that said D Borges or D Borges or whatever. I'm probably realizing that, but I was like, I know who this is, and I was like, no way. You know, at this point, no one ever like reached out to show love type shit. So for me, it was cool. It was really pivotal. It was like, damn, like I wouldn't say it was life changing. It was a first, right? And for me, that meant a lot. So I actually replied with a video reply. I was like, bro, you know, appreciate you. Then we ended up actually going live that night. It was super cool. Like we just went live. We were talking about music. There was like, I don't know, probably like a couple hundred people there. And that was my first time networking with somebody that just like genuinely heard my music, reached out and was showing love. Like for me, that was such a cool experience. And you know, if you're an artist watching this right now, like it happens and you can't really predict it. And this wasn't something that I tried to make happen. Like I wasn't reaching out as much as in my past, and you'll see my other videos, I was reaching out to so many artists, trying to get on, trying to get an opportunity, trying to whatever, right? Like this was just one of those things that like when you drop a good song, it happens, right? And it's so hard when you think you have good music and you're like, it's good, but is it what I need? Is it the sauce? Just because it's good doesn't mean it's good enough, right? And being good isn't enough. And I'm gonna make a video about that, but some of the biggest things I've learned talking to industry producers, industry artists, people that are huge, that are making, you know, Billboard #1s, like the people, like I know people who are literally doing big things and I've learned a lot from them. I've learned quite a few lessons last night from a Discord I was in with a lot of pretty powerful people. But I guess referring back to the story, congrats, are you still in LA? Yo, it's 6 a.m. Yeah, so beyond that, like we chatted a little bit, like honestly, like we played some video games together a little bit. Our friendship hasn't really flourished too much from there. He's a super low-key guy. We both still follow each other. I appreciate this guy. He's a super cool guy, and like he'll always have a place in my heart because he reached out to show love early on in my career when nobody was, and even still, like to this day, he's one of the few people that was like who reached out and showed me love, and you know, it was cool. It was a really cool experience. So D Bangs, if you're watching this, bro, I appreciate you. I guess my point being that this story isn't necessarily about him reaching out. It's kind of like just sharing the experience and hopefully providing some motivation to artists. Like for myself, I always love listening to stories of when shit happens. So for me, this is something that happened for me a few years ago. It just helped inspire me, and it was the first time I experienced something like this. So I thought I'd share this experience. This is kind of a random video. I literally am still sweaty and messy from shoveling a driveway, but I thought I'd share this experience with you guys. So If you guys want to hear the song, look up Lil Snooze Flagger on all platforms. There's a music video on YouTube. If you guys want to check out the name of the music, feel free to check that out. I'm going to drop a video about lessons I've learned talking to people in the industry that are making an impact and how you can kind of make your music better. And these are things that I'm implementing myself too. Like, it takes time. Like, you might be like, oh, why would I take advice from a small artist? It's like, even though I'm not a huge artist yet, like, I've been consistently progressing, consistently learning. I have a strong network of people and friends that I'm learning from, and you know, things take time, man. You know, it's been 3 years for me, but like a lot of your favorite artists right now, like some of them are really young, but some of them are older too. Like, if you look at people like, you know, Nav, that, the other, like a lot of people close to 30 type shit, right? So don't think it happens overnight, because it doesn't. I can tell you that right now. And I'm excited to see where I go, and it's exponential growth too. Like, it goes like this and this and this and this. Like, it's like once you, it's so hard to get the first little bit, but once you start getting it, it stacks. It's compound interest, and I think you guys kind of understand that. And if you don't, hopefully that concept kind of lands with you. But yeah, this was just a quick video making, basically just saying, hey, my experience of the first time a rapper reached out to me, it was super cool. Did it change my life? No. Did it change my career? No. Did it need to happen? No. But for me, it was cool, and I thought I'd just share this experience with you guys and just kind of send the message of just keep pushing, keep working. It will happen. It can happen. If it happened for me, I'm sure it can happen for you. I mean, don't try to force it. You know, reaching out to people, in my experience, reaching out to big artists has never given me any significant anything. The best people I've networked with have been producers, people at my level, and even artists my level. Like, I don't know, artists are kind of the worst people to work with, honestly. Like, I love working with producers and people that are talented in other spaces, like, you know, graphic designers, YouTubers, stuff like that, other content creators, rappers. I don't know, a lot of rappers, they have a way about them where they're like gatekeeping and shit. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but that's just my story. So I just thought I'd tell you guys the story real quick. So if you guys appreciate this video, feel free to leave a like, leave a subscription, check out my music on all streaming platforms if you want to check it out. I'm dropping new music all the time. Yeah, hopefully you can watch these videos and document the blow up. These videos can be cool once I'm kind of on doing my shit. Like right now, like I have like 1,200 monthly listeners on Spotify. I don't know, maybe in a few years people will watch this, be like, damn, he only had 1,200, like now he's got 12 million. Who knows, right? So anyways, I'm gonna cut it here. Peace, guys.
I find myself growing, I'm all alone. I can't stop now, cause I'm all in my zone. I find myself growing, I'm all